Hey everyone, Abel in Vegas, and week 7 has just ended with the Patriots putting on a clinic to the New York Jets. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I have lost count the number of teams who are playing a different quarterback than what they started with. Um, so Patrick Mahomes got hurt. Um, Matt Ryan also got hurt, so we'll see how much time he may miss. But man, those injury bugs, and supposedly, which is funny that we're seeing so many quarterbacks um, get hurt, and the way the NFL has their rules right now, the quarterbacks anybody touches them and they get called for roughing the passer. Like I was watching one of the games that I think it was. Well, now I can't remember which game it was. But literally, one of the defenders was just falling down, and because he had his arm like stretched out, and the quarterback like fell back, and they threw a flag. So I was like, really, that's roughing the passer? It's like, my goodness. But yet these guys are getting hurt, so it's a bummer. We'll see how that affects the rest of the season. But let's see. The Patriots won, so now they're 7-0. They're undefeated with my San Francisco 49ers. So that's a positive. The Bills, man, 5-1. Who would have thought? They've been playing pretty good. The Jets 1-5, and the Dolphins are still looking for a win. The Ravens look like they have a running back as a quarterback, but he is doing it all. He's playing well, so that's good. And that division is just bad. I mean, you have the Browns at 2-4, Pittsburgh at 2-4, and the Bengals at 0-7. And the Colts are 4-2, so that's not too bad. And the Texans are 4-3. And then both the Jaguars and the Titans are at 3-4. And the Chiefs are in first place. They're at 5-2. The Raiders played. The defense just let them down this week. But they're at 3-3, so they're at 500. I'm not sure if they have one more game or if that was their last game of a 4 or 5 games on the road. Insane how their schedule worked out that way. The Broncos are 2-5, and the Chargers, man, I can't believe the Chargers. The Chargers are always good for a late, doing some sort of blunder and losing there at the end. Then you have the Cowboys in the NFC at 4-3, the Eagles 3-4, the Giants 2-5, and the Redskins. But I'm sure those guys will start beating up each other again when they play the division again. Then you have the NFC North with the Packers at 6-1 and the Vikings at 5-2. Both of those teams are on 3-game winning streaks. The Bears just get in their own way. I think their offensive line is not that great, which is unfortunate because they have such an amazing defense. But they've lost now 2 in a row, and the Lions are at 2-3, losers of 3 in a row. The Saints are looking like a great team. Teddy Bridgewater is playing very well in Sean Payne's system. So they're at 6-1 on a 5-game winning streak. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when Drew Brees is ready to come back. And then we'll have to see what the Saints decide to do if they decide to re-sign Teddy Bridgewater to a long-term deal. He is only on a 1-year deal, so he is a free agent at the end of the season. But, with Drew Brees getting towards the end of his career, the Saints really have to think what they want to do at quarterback for the future. Then you have the Panthers at 4-2, the Buccaneers at 2-4, and the Falcons at 1-6. I mean, at what point do the Falcons just throw in the towel and try to get picks, right? Then the Niners are 6-0. Seattle Seahawks are 5-2. Rams are 4-3, and the Cardinals have won 3 in a row and are at 500 now, 3-3. So the NFC West is shaping up to be a pretty tight division. Hey, Stop Sports, what's going on, man? Just recapping some football. Haven't told you guys how bad my fantasy team is, but that's a different story. My first week, I scored like 200 points, and then ever since then, I haven't won a game. But that's how it goes. I don't know. I'm always into the Dodger stuff. I have your card here waiting too. I'm just waiting for your address too. So, yeah, no, I used to be really good. There was one league that I had, and I won 3 championships in a row. And then that league got disbanded, and then I was out of fantasy football for a few years. This is actually my first year back, and I thought I drafted decent. Well, I drafted Big Ben, and I drafted Drew Brees, and those guys got hurt after 2 weeks. And ever since then, my team has just been in shambles. I do have the guy from Baltimore, the wide receiver, Hollywood. I forget his last name off the top of my head. I have Watkins from Kansas City. And then I have DJ Chark as my wide receivers. But they got good points the first couple of weeks, and then now they've been getting defended pretty well. So, but yeah, that's how it goes. Well, let's open some packs. I got some Topps Chrome. 2014 Topps Chrome. I've been doing 4 packs every week. Check that out. I will keep the camera this way just because I've noticed that for some reason, due to the light, it's hard to focus. Like, I like this camera, is nice and sharp, but when it comes to auto-focusing, it just doesn't do well. So we have a base card, rookie card of David Follis, not in the league anymore. We have a Jimmy Graham when he used to be with the Saints. A fantasy focus. Yeah, to be honest, I don't have much time. I don't even have much time to even watch football over the weekends because either I'm at church or just doing some other stuff, which is funny because I used to be really big into sports. There's a Matthew Stafford base. I used to be really into sports when I used to work at the sports book, but when I used to work at the sports book on Sundays, I mean, we got paid to watch football games pretty much. So, but ever since I left the sports book, it's like my interest in football has really decreased. Here we have a Kevin Norwood rookie card, wide receiver. It's hard to see because of the lights. If I do that, if that'll help. We have a fantasy focus of Tony Romo. These inserts, not bad. We have Terrell Suggs and a J.J. Watt. This is a nice card. J.J. Watt's a good player. I really like him. 2014 Topps Chrome. Now, you're a Badger fan, right, Staff? I believe they lost the other day. That was a huge bummer. We have a mini coming up. Let me get that one. Oh, this is a tall boy mini. That's pretty neat. Austin Seferian Jenkins. These little tall boy minis. These are pretty nice. Pretty cool. We have a Smallwood rookie card. Defensive player, so I don't even know if he's in the league. Jay Cutler and Roddy White. We'll save those. Oh, the Illini. Sweet. Man, they used to have a good basketball program. What's the name of that coach? I can't remember. So here's a die cut. Too bad it's the Sea Chickens, but if I'm not mistaken, I think last year, My UNLV Rebels basketball team played at Illinois, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, some good base cards. Got Reggie Wayne and Randall Cobb, but no color in these packs. So some base. The other day, where's my? Here we go. The first week of the season when I did this, I'll show you. We did, yes, Bruce Weber. Thank you. Let's see if it's still here. I did pull a pink. So far we have a green Marshawn Lynch that I pulled off this box. It's hard to tell because the lighting is back here. But I also got a pink Drew Brees. I have to figure out where that went. Oh yeah, and I got a refractor of Aaron Donald. So I think that's a good pull. That's the reason why I bought this, was for the rookie cards. But yeah, I don't know what I did with that green one. Oh well. Yeah, no kidding. It sucks that Panini has so much control over football. And then not only that, but it's not that they make bad products. I just feel their customer service is awful. Do you also open basketball stuff? A box of Prism in basketball pre-sales at $400. And yet Zion, if you're looking for some old stuff, I ended up getting these boxes for I want to say $84. So these are not bad. And this 2014 has Aaron Donald and the defensive guys. What's the other guy? Aaron Donald and Khalil Mack. And I'm not sure I'm not sure if it's 2013 or if it's this one that also has Jimmy G possibilities. So that's why I liked it. But yeah, so anything, if you're looking for football, that's why I would look. I would also check Baseball Card Exchange and just go through their football stuff and see what you find for, $40-50. Older breaks are always fun. This year basketball is tough. Like first off the line stuff, forget it. Like it's been so hard. Last year I had, a piece of cake, at least doing something, and over the last few releases, it just drives you nuts. So I'm very happy to own a first off the line box of football. Yeah, so I would search BBCE for football stuff too if you're interested in opening football. I got my stuff from the Card World. And I only order from them because they throw in those free gifts and stuff. But I have that. I have I got two boxes. So I have this one and the one that I've opened. I got a blaster that I'm doing the night that the Kansas City Chiefs play Monday Night Football. So, but yeah. Yeah, that first box was pretty good. Then I need to prep an order for PSA. I have this pink Pete Alonso that I want to send in. Number 39/50. It's not going to get a 10. There's an issue with the bottom corner. When I put it in the magnifying glass, it's like it's cut awkwardly. So it should not get a 10. But at least it's going to be slabbed. So, and then I have this one that I got from the Topps party. So these have been selling around $240, which was funny because at the National, the day after we got these, they were selling for $140. So, but if you like football, here's the Phillip Rivers. I've had this in my collection for quite some time. It's number 2 of 5. So it has a 4-color art swatch over here and his autograph. So that's that nice one too. But other than that, man, For the pinks, well, this one is the this one is the paper. This is the paper. This is the Mother's Day. So these are actually limited to 50. So I don't know if you could tell in the back. The serial number is 39 of 50. But the actual other pinks, the chrome pinks, I'm not 100% sure how those print ones are. I know you could go and try to do the odds, but I don't know. I'm guessing maybe around 1,000. Yeah, no, this is the paper. And then I tried bidding yesterday on the Memorial Day, which is numbered to 25. I'm sorry. The Memorial Day is numbered to 25. But I ended up going for $540. So got outbid on that one. But so yeah. Yep, it's a nice one. I got this one because I got a good price and I missed out on the Bellinger. But Pete Alonso is 24 years old, so we'll see. We'll have to see how that goes. I might end up just flipping it. So, but all right, man. It is, well, it's 9:40 my time. It has to be close to midnight your time. But I'm going to call it a day because I need to film another video for the World Series. So I need to showcase my Washington Nationals and some other cards that I have here. So I need to record that video. Maybe post on Wednesday. I have two videos this week with the beginning of basketball season of just some wax that I found for basketball. So those are set. And then I have another cool video for Friday. So, but anyway, thanks, Staff. I have to run too. So thanks for joining us today. And I'll catch you guys later.